Hello, fellow cycling fans. I'm George, and welcome to my preview of La Vuelta a España 2025, stage 17, another mountainous stage with a mountain top finish. But before all that, let's do a quick recap of stage 16. In the end, won by Egan Bernal. Incredible ride by the Colombian, his first World Tour win after that horrible crash that he had a couple of years ago. He outsprints Mikel Landa. Once again, Mikel Landa, the victim of his sprint, only second. Then Roland with an incredible ride in third. Dents, Braz Afonso, Jungels, Vermeerke, Pickering, Queen, Molar, and the other breakaway riders in the top 14, 15. Marc Soler was called back once it was clear that he can't win the stage, and then he finished with the GC favorites. The only guy losing time today was Felix Gall. He really struggled on that steep climb, but uh, there is one thing we need to talk about stage 16. There are once again the protests. There was a lot of protesters, some 3 kilometers from the finish. So the organizers they decided to move the finish line to the 8 kilometer from the finish. It was literally a line on the road. I'm not sure there was actually a photo finish installed there, so I'm really curious what would have happened if it was a close sprint between Bernal and Landa. But okay, so it's really hard to analyze the stages now when we don't know if these protests will continue or if they will affect the race. So there is a big question mark looming over this Vuelta. So what does it all mean for the GC? Well, obviously Vingegaard carries that 48-second advantage over Almeida. Pidcock still in third in front of Hindley. Pellizzari now overtakes Gal. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe once again having a good ground tour. They are set to get that podium spot, I think, from Pidcock. Then Riccitello, Kuss, Train and Leserve continuing to lose time. Egan Bernal with these two incredible breakaways now moves into 12th. It was a great Vuelta now for him, and it didn't look like that just 2 or 3 days ago. In the points classification, it wasn't a big day. Mats Pedersen still leads convincingly in front of Vingegaard and Ciccone, and the KOM Jay Wine is still in the lead in front of Vingegaard and Vervaeke. Obviously, Giulio Pellizzari is still in white, just 32 seconds in front of Riccitello, and we already know UAE Emirates more than half an hour in front of Visma Lease Bike in the team's classification. So, stage 17 from Barco de Valdeforas to Alto del Moredero. It is an incredibly hard climb, 8.8 kilometers at around 9.5%. That is the focal point of this race. Before that one, we only have one categorized climb. Somewhere in the middle, Paso de las Traviesa, some 8 kilometers at around 4%, so nothing significant. There are also a couple of uncategorized climbs in the first half of the stage, and it's all to play for on the final climb. With just 144 kilometers, it is a short stage, but a Visma Lisa bike they lost Victor Campenaer today, so only 6 riders left in the squad with 5 to help Jonas Vingegaard. They don't seem interested in chasing breakaways. UAE Team Emirates they gave a lot of chances to both Soler, Ayuso, and Vine, so all 3 riders, and I think now it's time to play for Almeida. Okay, send Vine in the breakaway, but Ayuso and Soler and Groschartner they need to try and drop Vingegaard. This is probably the hardest climb left in the race. Of course, there is Bola del Mundo on the penultimate stage, but with all these protests, I think you really need to strike tomorrow. And Alto de El Moredero is a perfect opportunity for that. This is the climb that should suit the Diesel Almeida. Starts really hard with around 10% in the first kilometer, then 8.5, 11.7, 13.5, then almost 12. So you can see in the first 5 kilometers it is incredibly steep. Then it flattens out a bit in the final 3 or 4 kilometers, but still, this is a place to try and drop Vingegaard. Campernights was ill. Vingegaard doesn't look that great. He's on the defensive, and UAE team Emirates, you just need to strike here with Grossschartner, Ayuso, Soler, maybe even Vine, and then if Almeida can drop Jonas, then it's a win-win, and if he can't, well, at least you tried, and there is nothing to be sorry about. With an individual time trial coming on stage 18, I think it is a good opportunity to strike your first blow, then see what happens in the individual time trial, and on stage 20 throw everything you have at Pola del Mundo. So, moving on to Bookmakers odds. Before I pick my winner, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a preview. Also, tell me in the comments who is your pick to win tomorrow's stage. And as you can see, the Bookmakers are favoring the GC guys tomorrow as well. They have Vingegaard and Almeida as the clear favorites, then Vine and Ayuso, of course, from the breakaway, and then other GC guys, including Hindley, Pitcock, Castambar, Marc Soler, okay, Buitrago. But who is going to be my pick? Well, I'm going to go with Joao Almeida once again. Yes, I have been picking those UAE guys like crazy, but if he won on Angliru, I think that he is going to do it again. This is a very similar climb, not as hard, of course, but still, it is a perfect opportunity for Almeida. He's going to go full gas from the bottom, and I think that he's going to win it. Can he drop Jonas Vingegaard? I'm not sure, but a day before time trial he has to go all out and then hope that it affects Vingegaard on Thursday. That is all for this preview. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like if you did. Have a great day, and I hope to see you tomorrow for my preview of an individual time trial stage 18. Bye!